What's up, duelists? Welcome back to Team Orion. My name's Chris, and today we're going to deep dive into the latest Yu-Gi-Oh set, Supreme Darkness. And trust me, this one is sure not to be missed. From powerful new archetypes to epic legacy support, there's a lot to cover, so let's jump straight in. As we've seen, Supreme Darkness has just hit the shelves this Wednesday, and it is sure to be packed with new archetypes such as the Argo Stars, which are a set of trap monsters involving special summoning them as powerful warriors with unique effects, and Mitsurugi, which is a TCG exclusive archetype including reptiles and ritual summoning. And we've even got legacy support such as Evil Heroes, which is an older archetype which has got a new breath of fresh air, and Crystron, which archetype was forgotten basically since Alchemy Rights got forbidden on the Forbidden Limited list. Whether you're a competitive player or a collector, this set really has anything for everyone. Let's jump into some of the must-have cards from this set. So let's jump into some must-have cards for Supreme Darkness. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, Team Orion's actually sponsored by Gecko Cards. If you want to save 5% off your booster boxes and accessories, please use Orion5 at checkout. Now let's jump in. Primite Dragon Ethereal Dragon is a monster that's already making waves in the OCG with a Primite Blue Eye strategy. It's a fact to set any Primite spell or trap could bolster the Primite Blue Eye strategy in potential tier 1 status. It's actually seemingly had a buff from the OCG where Ethereal Dragon was able to recycle itself during both standby phases now. This ultra rare is sure to be one that most duelists will want to own and pull. Then there's the new Mulcharmy card, which is Mulcharmy Meows. It works similar to the other Mulcharmies being Perulia and Fuelos in that it allows the owner to draw one if your opponent special summons from their banishment or graveyard. I expect, honestly, with Malice to constantly be special summoning from their banishment and with their monsters and other strategies for this to be a main deck contender, but definitely at least being put in the side deck for any duelist that can get it. Next we've got a Bawaku, the Lightless Shadow, which is a Dark Fiend Link 4 with 2800 attack. This Link 4 must be in most extra decks, with its effect to destroy any card on the field at the cost of any card in hand to discard, or even banishing itself until the end phase to special any lighter deck or dark from the graveyard. I'm sure post Supreme Darkness this secret rare will be in most duelists extra deck. Finally, for must-haves, we will have Eclipse Twins, which is a light warrior, rank 4, 2500 attack and 1200 defense. Now, this rank 4 can be used using level 4s or even other rank 4s. If it's sent to the graveyard by any means, for like X Drizel, Ultimate Slayer by battle or card effect, you can target 2 rank 4s in graveyard, attaching one to the other that will be special to the field. Honestly, this card's amazing for any strategy that involves rank 4s. Rizel's definitely going to be using this to bolster their strategy even further, making a detonator for 5 in theory, or even decks like Exorcister that can summon Mikalis back from their graveyard. Honestly, this is probably one of the best rank 4s that we're going to see in this game. Now we are on to new strategies for Supreme Darkness, which will be the new Mitsurugi archetype. It might see play in decks like Rizel. It's a dark reptile ritual based archetype. Its main deck monsters are able to activate their effects upon normal, special, or being tributed, either to add a Mitsurugi card from grave or to add one from deck to hand. The ritual monsters involve one which gives you a board wipe upon special summon or even ritual summon, and it gives you a negate if your opponent doesn't discard one from hand, and you've got another ritual which specials a reptile from the graveyard if your opponent special summons, so you could use the second ritual to summon the first ritual, which blows up the board. Rizal players and Ogdoadic players are definitely doing experiments with this TCG archetype, and I could honestly see that Rizal Mitsugiri being the best Rizal strategy going forward. Expect to see some Crystron players in your events as the Supreme Darkness support makes them a sleeper hit this season. It's a water machine based synchro archetype which has a tenacity to synchro summon during your opponent's turn, which allows for devastating effects like Quarion Gandrax here, which can target monsters your opponent controls or in their graveyard up to the synchro materials used for it, and banish them. Tristalos, which you can see in the background, which is the new card, can allow the special summon of any Crystron from deck if your opponent activates a card or effect and immediately synchro summon with it. As I said before, I expect this deck to be a sleeper hit coming forward. Then we're on to Evil Heroes, which is a Rock Fiend fusion based archetype. From experimentation, I think they work with regular heroes quite well. The new Dead End Prison, which is the main secret rare evil hero monster you want to get for evil heroes, being able to dump any hero from deck to graveyard for cost. Just puts a lot of it together. We have deck has now a negate in the form of Dark Supremacy, but it still does not stop a Nibiru Primal Being. I still expect to see this deck doing waves at the local and regional level. Argos Stars is a new strategy coming into Supreme Darkness, which is a set of trap cards that can special themselves as light monsters with different effects if they stay in the spell and trap zone. While their potential is immense with the amount of support trap monsters themselves have been getting recently, such as Silahat Rabbit in Forbidden, their relevance is yet to be really seen, as they haven't really seen any standing in the OCG. However, in the next main set, after this, Alliance Insight, it'll have support for this archetype that will hopefully bolster it into competitiveness. I hope you guys come back when Alliance Insight comes to the TCG so we can do another set analysis on it. And that's a wrap on to our deep dive into Supreme Darkness. Whether you're building decks, collecting, cracking packs for fun, this set honestly has a lot to offer. What are your thoughts on Supreme Darkness? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. Until next time, duelists, keep your game on.